Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Calm and Code. In this video tutorial, I am going to give you some tips and tricks on how to learn Python. So let's get started. The first tip that I am going to give you today is you need to start coding and stop watching. A lot of you guys and a lot of people or programmers that I meet every day, they just start learning a course, enroll in a course and watch all of its videos, and then they finish it, and then they go to another course, and they do not give themselves enough time to code by themselves. You need to start coding by yourself and not just watching video tutorials all the time, because if you do so, you will not get any benefits of watching videos. You need to write the code by yourself. Even if the code is similar to the one that you have learned, you need to write it by your keyboard. Do not just watch and go to another video tutorial and keep watching all the time without applying what you have learned by yourself. Another tip is you need to interact with other programmers. And why this tip is important is because everyone has a different style of writing a code. And when you interact with other people and other programmers, you will get to know their ideas, and you will get to know their style of coding and the way they write the code. And this is very important because collaboration in programming is very important to get ideas from different people. And by getting ideas from different people, who knows, you might create an awesome application that nobody else have created before. So you need to interact with other programmers. It's very, very important tip. Another tip is you need to read and debug other people's code. And why I say that, again, because other people have different way of writing a code. The way that you write a code is so different from other people. So you need to learn how they write the code and how they type comments on the code. And also there might be some bugs in their code. So you need to also try to debug any bugs in their code. And by learning how to debug, you will be expert, because debugging meaning that you have gone through all of the code and learned everything, and you were able to figure out where the error is. Another important tip, which is taking notes. Sometimes when you learn a new concept and you feel that it's very difficult, you need to write some notes that would help you learn it quickly, and also whenever you forget it, you can recall any. By going through the note later, you will be able to find examples that you have written down, and it will help you again understand what you have missed or what you did not understand perfectly. So taking notes is very vital and important. Another important tip is build your own something. You need to write something. You need to create something by the language that you have learned, and in our case Python. You need to create something, whether it's a web application or mobile application or whatever. You need to create something. Learning a code and typing some scripts is not enough. At some point you need to create something, because you can add it later in your profile, and also it will give you confidence to continue, and who knows, you might get a job in one of the biggest companies in the world. And you need to show them what you have created. They will not choose you if you did not create anything. Even if you are perfect in a programming language, you need to prove that by some mean of applications. Another important tip, you need to specialize. Learning Python alone is not enough. You need to specialize in something. So for example, if you want to be a web developer, I would recommend learning Flask or Django, and I would recommend learning Django because it's #1 framework for web developers in Python, and the community is huge in Django. If you want to be a mobile app developer, you need to learn Kiwi, because it's the framework for creating mobile app or mobile apps in Python. If you want to be a data scientist, you need to learn matplotlib library, and you also might need to learn numpy, which is very important library in Python, and I am going to explain it later. Also, I have created two important courses. If you want to be a mobile app developer using Python, I have created a course for you which is called Kiwi for mobile app developers. And the power of Kiwi is that you just get to write the code only once, and it's going to run on Android, iOS, and Windows. So it's basically going to run on all of the available devices nowadays. So it's a very powerful course that you might need to consider if you want to be a professional mobile app developer using Python. And another course that I have created is Django, which is going to take you step by step on how to create a complete website using Django. And Django, by the way, is the community of Django, and the demand for jobs in Django is increasing every single day. So I really would recommend learning Django if you are fascinated by web development and you want to be a professional web developer. I am going to leave links for these courses in the description below. For other resources, I would recommend two books. If you are a beginner, you need to. I would recommend you learn or read The Head First Python. This book is so simple. If you are just a beginner, it's gonna take you step by step in a very simple language and very simple examples. So I really would recommend this book if you know nothing about Python. If you know a little bit and you have created some applications, or you are not a beginner anymore, I would recommend Python Crash Course. This book is going to teach you how to create, how to use libraries, many libraries in Python, and also it's gonna teach you how to learn Django, and it's gonna give you many examples and applications, and you will apply those applications by yourself. So I would recommend this book if you are not a beginner anymore. But if you are a beginner, don't start with the Python Crash Course. First, go for Head First Python, and I am going to leave links for these books in the description below. But if you want a free resource for learning Python, I would recommend the official documentations given by python.org. But the problem with it is that it's a little bit difficult, and I think it's better that it requires you to have read about other documentations in other programming languages, because it's a little advanced and a little complicated. So, but if you are an intermediate, of course you need to read the documentations because it's the official source of Python. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more content. And also I have a free ebook on how to make money coding, and this book is totally free. You can download it immediately. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.